What's up, YouTube channel? Stars down again, y'all. Go hard or go home channel. All right, I'm gonna be checking out Miss Kendra Davis again today. She's gonna talk about black women and why they think Michael B. Jordan is corny. Okay, before we get into that, y'all hit the like, hit subscribe for me. I don't do the cash apps. Don't want no DM money, none of that stuff right there. So I just want to get subscribers, and I want to say thank you for subscribers I've been getting lately. Getting a very good influx of them. So I appreciate that, y'all. That's what keeps me motivated and to do what I do. So we're going to keep talking about what's going on in the world and how people think about things. So y'all drop the comments and stuff. Let me know what y'all think about these videos. Hit like, subscribe, share to people that you think want to hear about this kind of stuff. So black women think Michael B. Jordan is corny. We're going to see what this guy say about that. When I haven't watched the video yet, I saw the title and I said I'm going to make a reaction about this one because a lot of black women think that black guys are corny if you live a certain type of way, if you don't act a certain type of way. And it's not all black women. It's a very big, large amount of it, to the point that where most black guys have run into this in their life. So whatever she's going to say in this video, I'm almost sure that most guys have probably heard it before. So we're going to get into this. We're going to see what's going on with it. And y'all don't forget to stop by her channel and hit subscribe on there. She talks about some good stuff. As a person that comments and watches all these channels to see what's going on in them, and I also get reviews on people. I think this person talks about a lot of good stuff. Don't agree with everything that she says, but, and it's not tone or nothing like that. It's just like some of the stuff I don't agree with, but the majority of it, I think, is good information for people. And you can pick out the stuff you don't like, or the stuff that you don't like. In most cases, if I've been watching this lady for the last few months, I've been watching her, even the stuff you don't like, you can say, okay, that's her point of view. So let's get into this, because I could spend all day edifying this lady. She talks pretty decent stuff. So let's see what she says.
Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, Femininity Coach.
Oh, let me give her some applause.
And author the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. And I just wanted to weigh in on the whole Michael B. Jordan is corny comments, not just what L'Oreal said, but there was a Facebook post or a tweet that was saying, Michael B. Jordan he looked responsible. Like he looked like he know where his birth certificate is at. And it was a point of adding into L'Oreal's corny comment to sort of back that up, like, okay, Michael B. Jordan is corny.
But you know your birth certificate that you probably should see is but it's the same stuff I've been hearing all my life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I know other black guys have heard it too. You know, if you keep your shit together, you consider it corny. Let me keep going. I can't believe 8%. You know your birth certificate is that. Like, who the fuck doesn't?
Because of his level of responsibility, or just the type of guy that he seems to be. And the first thing that I want to say is, first of all, Michael B. Jordan is not corny. He's just a black dude. He's a successful black man. He's successful in his acting career. He's been doing it for a while now, since he was a teenager. And he just had a blockbuster movie, Creed 3, come out over this past weekend. I fully intend to watch Creed 3 because I'm enjoying that storyline. Aside from that, he's had several leading roles in blockbuster films. He was Killmonger in Black Panther. One of his outside of The Wire, he was in Fruitvale Station. I believe that was also directed by I forget the brother's name. How can I forget that brother's name? He directed Black Panther as well. Ryan Coogler. And so several different roles Michael B. Jordan has had where he's the lead in well-known or blockbuster films. Um, he's not corny. He's just a regular man who he do look like he's responsible, but I don't know why that's a bad thing. I don't know why that's something that is not to be cherished or not to be looked at favorably. Too many times Black women hold these crazy sets of values or expectations and we apply them to Black men. We complain about the same women who are calling Michael B. Jordan corny are also the same women who will get online somewhere and be mad at a deadbeat dad and be mad at the guy that said he had 7 babies with 7 baby mamas. They'll be mad at a Nick Cannon. They'll be mad at, you know what I'm saying, these men who don't take responsibility for their children and don't take responsibility for the women, and they make all the single mothers and they're broke and they dusty and they this and that. The same women that will call a man like Michael B. Jordan corny is the same woman that will complain about the other men that she actually gives her time and her sex and her attention to and say that they're the dusty Black men of the community. And then they'll get somewhere and, you know, all men cheat and men aren't this and men aren't that. These are the incels. These are the men that live with their mama. These are the men, you know what I'm saying, or what have.
Yeah, this what she's talking about right now. We used to call it back in the day a waiting to exhale party. Okay, if y'all didn't see the movie Waiting to Exhale, y'all go check that out, and then y'all kind of understand it. But yeah, it's a waiting to exhale party. They get together and drink and smack talk guys. Yeah, she's right.
Have you whatever the y'all know what the common sign language is as it pertains to Black men when hyenas are talking about them. So many times that stereotype is upheld as the type of man that Black men should be looking to be. This hood dude with the swag, with the this and the that. He half a gangster, you know, he a half a tough guy. He willing to fight, he willing to do. Like they'll uphold and glorify those traits.
But and you know what the fun thing about it is, she's mentioning that this type of stuff is borderline pretty much what your little game coaches on this YouTube channel are teaching. See, that's why people have a problem with it too, because that's exactly what it is. Game swag, you know what I'm saying, and it comes off to the wrong way as to younger men. But those traits that she's talking about are what they're teaching, in my opinion, anyway. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that.
But oftentimes, not all the time, but oftentimes some of them traits are the same traits of the men that they claim abandon them or they claim abuse them or beat them or whatever or leave them and all or cheat on them and all of these other types of things.
Notice she just made a reference between those two things, those traits, and I said the game coaches teach those traits, but they also teach men to keep moving and keep moving and keep moving and keep going. So the women are gonna get left, they're gonna get abandoned because these two things go together. She's saying it and I'm saying it. One of the things I'm getting ready to work on my channel is building a chart to show like how different social circles and stuff and dating between social circles and things like that. I don't think that people are talking about that, and that is one of the things that need to get brought up. So I'm gonna do it. Y'all stay tuned for that one.
Let me let y'all in on something else. Black women don't actually think Michael B. Jordan is corny. Hmm. That is a smoke screen for them really saying, I don't qualify for Black men like that. So instead of looking inward and saying, I'm not qualified, why am I not qualified to be with a man like that? I'll just call him corny. That way, that knocks him down a few pegs, hopefully down to my level where I can feel better.
Okay. Let me give some clap on that one. Okay. Now, some of the game coaches employ this stuff back towards women too. It's trying to get, like she's saying, trying to knock you down their level because they should not be with you. That's one of the reasons why I'm coming up with this whole thing about social classes and dating and social classes, because this needs to get talked about. It's a it's a subject that needs to get talked about. Everybody keeps talking about dating thing, but you keep noticing that there's this problem where there's people that try to go from low to high or from high to low, and see that's going to cause a problem. We're going to talk about it later on. Y'all stay tuned.
Better about myself and be able to look down on him as a black man like I do all the other black men. See, they can't really look down on him from the standpoint of he broke or he ugly or he dusty or he got a bunch of baby mamas or he got a but see, they can't say that stuff about Mike. They can't say that stuff about MBJ. So they can't, because they can't use that type of sign language and it don't apply to him, they feel inferior to him. But
I'm just saying though, you know, they can hit me with all of them. But they can't touch this man with it, you know what I'm saying? So, it's all good.
The thing about it is black women can't feel inferior to black men because in their minds they're better than black men. So it's an aberration if a black man come through and he's better than them, more successful and all of that other stuff than them, and they can't just automatically off the strength of him being a black man feel superior to him. So that's when you hit sign language. That's when you get knocking him down a peg or two. Oh, well, he's corny. So that's supposed to make him less desirable or less successful or less whatever.
And the truth about it is like some of the stuff she's saying that you experience it. I know some other black men experience it too. Women that, matter of fact, they talk about in that manosphere junk the whole time. I call them a bunch of whiny babies, and they are, but they talk about this thing right here all the time. If you're on any kind of even level with a woman, it causes problems, and especially if you're higher, and she don't see you as that. So I mean, like she's making some good points here. They can't not see this dude as high because he doesn't have a lot of dings on him. So they gotta try to bring them down. But the game coaches teach the same thing to men, though. They teach men to try to bring women at a certain level down their level. On my channel, when I start talking about that social class thing, that's gonna be the main thing I'm be talking about. Don't let nobody drop your ass down.
Okay, that's supposed to make him that, and then you get. Anyway, because I was going to say something about Joe Budden chiming in, talking about, he is corny, he talking black women on carpet like that. L'Oreal get what she get because she's on the carpet interviewing, but she's actually not on his level either. She's not on Michael's level. I doubt she ever really has been on his level either. They don't think that men like Michael B. Jordan are corny. They just know they don't qualify for those men. They don't qualify for those men on that level, whether he was white, black, or polka dot. Doesn't matter. So he's corny. And that's how they mask their insufficiencies and their insecurities as a group of women, knowing that not one of them out of the lot, especially the one that made the tweet about him, he would never look twice at her. Like he would never look twice at her. And then they want to feel some type of way when men like him, black men like him, go and date, a non-black woman, an Asian woman, a white woman, some other European or some other demographic of woman. They'll just go and get that woman because y'all are thinking he's corny. If Michael B. Jordan has scooped any one of them chicks, they don't think he corny. He can come scoop and smash any one of them chicks, and they would be happy to do so. L'Oreal would fall at his feet. You understand? If he had simply smiled at her and like, yeah, I remember you from high school. Yeah, she would have been somewhere on her knees. Do you understand this? He wouldn't have been corny then. She was trying to cover it up. She don't think he corny now.
She would have been somewhere on her knees. Oh, Lord. Oh. She got it. Oh, wait. She's telling the truth.
Even if she thought he was corny back in high school. She definitely don't think so now. She was trying to cover that all the way up. Definitely misquoted for sure. No, she was trying to back that. She was trying to backpedal that all the way back up. Y'all can't let these gynocrats tell y'all lies. We think men like that are corny. No, they don't. They just don't qualify for those men. That's all. They like those men. They actually like them men. Them women love him. Okay, them women love him. Them women love that man. They love men like him. All them black men like that. The only reason younger women now don't talk about Denzel like that is because Denzel is older now. But back in the day, they'd have wanted Denzel. Yeah. Back when he was young. And they'd have thought, oh, he corny because he ain't got a trail of baby mamas and all that kind of stuff. He don't have that. He is a responsible man. Yeah. That thought better of himself. He had a dream, a goal, a vision since young. And he achieved it. That's what y'all claim y'all want. Men that have vision, men that have a plan, men that are going to be successful in their lives and things of that nature. And he actually did it as a young man. He's not no old man. He did it as a young man. Young enough to have any woman he wanted to pick a little litter now. And y'all are just mad that y'all the same age and he went ahead to do something that he wanted to do and envisioned himself to do, and he succeeded in that, and you had some stuff you envisioned yourself to do, and you still run around here struggling and straining.
They call her DJ Fish Grace for a reason. She be cooking. She cooked these people, but you know what I'm saying? But it's a fair assessment of the situation. I seen some black women being like, I don't believe this woman's pro-black, but because she's giving you a fair assessment. I've been called a coon for saying fair assessment. So a dude did a whole 24-minute video about me calling me a coon. I got a video about it. It's called Pookie Says Darkies Hate Him. Check it out. Mine's about an hour, but it's good.
So go ahead and throw your shade. Throw your broke income tax waiting on shade. Throw your I'm going to sell my stamps this month shade. Throw your I can't really afford these eggs because of inflation shade. Go ahead and do that. Y'all are so miserable. You really need to get yourself together. And you wouldn't have time to throw shade like that if you would get yourself together. Anyway, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective.
Okay, y'all. So there it goes. That was her perspective of that. And it's a good one. It's a good one. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the sister. Y'all check that channel out. But I like the analogy she started giving. She was like, these women, those women just don't understand. They know that they don't qualify for that. So I can agree with that. One thing that I've always, like, women, when they've got to certain levels, they would think that they were intimidated. They made men be intimidated, but their level doesn't really intimidate men. I'm thinking that on the female side, though, that works. I'm thinking that for females, because a dude can have nothing. He'll still holler at a rich chick. She's going to say no or not. But with women, it's a bit different. When you get to a certain level, that shit might intimidate them. That's what she was just explaining just now. That those women, they like those men, yet, even though they like those men, because of their position, and they know that they don't really fit into that position, they clown them. That makes a lot of sense. That means you're intimidated by that position. Because if you could fit into it, like she said, if you looked inside of yourself and got better, you probably could fit in. That's been her perspective on it. Has been mine. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I think, here's my deal. I think they call you corny, like she said, just to knock your ass down or to try to. It takes you out of a certain set of women, but by the time guys have gotten money, they don't really care about that group of women no more. That's white, black, Puerto Rican, Asian, whatever. It doesn't matter. Once a guy's gotten to a certain level of money and status and success and stuff, he don't even care about a certain group of women no more. And I ain't even rich yet. I always say yet. I'll be rich one day. I ain't even rich yet. And I'm already to enough of a point where it's a certain group of women I don't care about. Mm-mm. And if I'm looking at it and I see them, if they want to deal with me, they deal with me. But it's not. It's. I'm telling you. It's just like they keep trying to say about this high value man thing. If he's high value, he's going to exercise options. But men been exercising options forever. You don't have to be high value to exercise options. The thing of it is you're going to have options based on how well you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like providing and or really here's the deal. Yeah, options really come from the women. If women are attracted to you, you always gonna have options. And if you got yourself in certain positions as a man, women and got things that women are gonna be attracted to, you're gonna attract women, and it's just the truth. And that's just not rich guys. That's not just rich guys. This is at all different levels. Like I said, I'm gonna do that thing, that social thing, social economicals. People not bringing that up. I am though, y'all. Hey, let me go ahead and get to work on that. Mentars down to y'all. Go hard to go home. Y'all drop the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this video and what she was saying and what you think about what I said. And hit like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I don't do the cash app, none of that money thing. Ain't never gonna do it. Watch me. So just drop the doggone subscriptions. I appreciate that for y'all and the ones I've been getting already. Thank y'all very much. Mentars down to y'all. Go hard. Go home.